What started as one idea, one vision with one young woman ultimately became a project with three voices, three minds, and a plethora of wisdom and intellect. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're joining us from Guyana, in the diaspora, or across the world, welcome to the season finale of Balancing the Bars. I am your co-host, Jamisia McCalman. To my right, we have Abina Gomes, and to my left, Aryan Dahlia Richmond. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Ladies.
I was busy figuring out what was left and right just now. I think we all have that problem. I'm excited.
Yeah, today feels so emotional. Y'all want to see me cry?
Not with that nice makeup you have on.
Of course not. You guys look amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, boo. So do you.
Well, thank you, darling. You know, I do try. How are you girls doing?
I'm good. Can't really complain. It's a cold day. I'm waiting to go home and have Thanksgiving dinner, so y'all could wrap up.
Oh, yes, it is Thanksgiving. We are currently filming this. It is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of our followers and viewers and listeners. Yeah.
Feel like a full circle moment from when we
It's so much to be
started.
thankful for. There's so much to be thankful for. Like, we're at the end of the season already. And as we said last week, I think it has been a roller coaster, and roller coasters are definitely fun sometimes, but scary, scary at times. Girls, before we get into our social media shout out, like, I want to ask you, like, when you first started this, like, or even approach you girls about this, like, how was it for you to work on something of this magnitude?
I think for me, it didn't come easy. Trust and belief. It did not come easy. I came out of my shell a lot, and I had to adapt to not necessarily fitting in, but I had to bring the energy. So I feel like it was a process for me that allowed me to grow, and I can see the changes in myself, and I'm having fun.
And we can actually see the changes in you. Abina was such a mood before we started filming today. Like, I honestly wish we had bloopers to show you guys. But next season, we're gonna ensure that we save all of that footage for y'all, because Abina was really a whole mood and nothing but a mood. So help me God.
Jem was like,
"Are you okay?
All right." Is everything cool?
Yeah, but how is it for you, Dahlia?
Like I said, it really feels like a full circle moment. I'm just thankful to be friends with you ladies, honestly. It's so much.
Are you sure we're friends or foes or acquaintances?
Which one? We went through that process, and I'm really happy that our audience too, they got to hear our experiences, because I know that it helped a lot of people as well. I just feel so good and content, and I'm excited for season 2.
I am too. And I feel like persons are asking, like, why are you guys finishing so quickly? But I believe that it's important to push pause, reflect, and come again with new ideas that could always keep you guys engaged. And I love to say edutainment, because you guys are definitely learning from this. So though we'll be gone, it won't be for long. But guess what? We'll definitely be working in the process to ensure that season 2 is a vibe.
And have fun surprises.
Yes.
Blooper.
But let's get straight into our social media shout out.
Alrighty.
Like, what has been going on there on YouTube, on the gram?
Well, first off, I'm just thankful that everyone basically, they're so interactive, and that is important because sometimes, you know, you're going through YouTube, you're going through different social media platforms, and you're maybe thinking, this is nice, but maybe it's not for me. And you see someone that you hold in high esteem or someone that you just know, and they're looking at it and you're like, all right, let me give it a shot. And you delve in and you're like, yes. So, Renuka said, excellent exploration of masculinity. It is such a complex issue. Discussions like these are important, moving towards conversations which make the theoretical relatable and easy to understand. You need a round two with these gentlemen.
Yeah, people have been asking for
All
a round
the
two.
time.
Like, they have been asking, and personally for me, I had no idea that episode would have been so receptive, especially to
I did.
females. Like, we know it's a conversation that really needed to be had, but to see how receptive and appreciative persons were about it, it warmed my heart, and it reminded me that we're doing something good over here. And so I'm definitely thankful to know that you guys are appreciating the work and what we're doing here at Balancing the Bar. So
Definitely.
for season 2 we might have a round 2, so stay tuned.
Yeah, and coming up from YouTube, Muddy. I'm sorry, Muddy. Muddy_original said, really needed to hear this. Reminds me that I am on the right path when it comes to showing affection to me, kids, and my friends. Big up yourself. You are on the right path. And coming in with Joshana Hopkinson. This was definitely my favorite episode from this season. Mr. Campbell and Mr. Wills were exceptional additions to the panel. I can't believe we're at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for what season 2 will bring, right? It's a vibe. And last but not least, Janelle Jacob. I just caught on this page. Is that right? I think so. I wonder if I'm reading it right. I'm sorry if I'm not, Mr. Jacob. So he said, I just caught on to this page. I really needed to hear these conversations. Thank you guys for this. You're welcome.
And if I can just add, because someone just sent me this, Manifa, she said, hi, Jamesia. I had the opportunity to see some snippets of a couple of your podcasts. Just wanted to say well done. Excellent delivery by you and the other ladies, and such great quality in content. It's so nice to see gynies, and through young gynies, female gynies at that, raise the bar of media production in Guyana. Keep up the good work. The sky is the limit. Blessings. So I just thought I should read that for you all.
Blessings received, bro.
Yeah.
It's just good to know so many people are rallying around us and sending so much positive energy to us. Because we do need it sometimes.
Yeah.
We do need it sometimes. So send all the love and positive energy our way.
Honestly, because it's like there are a lot of days when we have to film and you really won't be feeling the vibe. But I remember reminding you girls very early in the season that even when we don't feel like showing up, there are persons who are expecting us to show up.
Yeah.
And you would see that from the comments from the episodes. It's like, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed this episode. I can't wait to see what you guys bring next week. I remember when I think it's the second episode that we did, on, I think it was for International Day of the Girls, and we actually didn't post it on time, and someone was in our inbox.
When are you posting? Like, when is it coming?
Episode.
Yeah, and that energy was so, we needed that. Even when I love going back to when Balancing the Bars was first published. We were just there creating the page, you know, neatening it up and so on. And apparently, when you change the name on Facebook, the page goes public.
We were just dropped into the public domain, like,
I was like, ooh, what's this?
We weren't ready. We weren't ready, but you guys were ready for us because I remember Abina calling me. She was like, did you publish the page? I was like, no, I didn't publish the page. Abina, did you publish the page? I was like, no, but it's published and people are sharing it. I saw this guy, Bradley, he's sharing it. Hey, Bradley, like Bradley is a die-hard supporter. He was sharing it, and then person just started sharing it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. And actually that energy causes it lit the smoke under our bombs because we were finding excuses, delaying on
Perfectionist
stuff.
syndrome.
Yes.
Like we were delaying, but that energy, it was so well received, and I feel like that's why we were able to start when we started. So this journey has really been yours as much as it was ours. So yeah.
We have some surprises today.
We have some surprises today, but we're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
And today, you will not just be hearing from us because it's important. Today's Thanksgiving. It's important to give back to those who would have rallied with us and to support them, whatever they do, and also to hear from them. And so, when we come back, you guys will hear from some of our followers, subscribers, viewers, listeners. So, stay tuned. Business doesn't always mean business, right?
That would be cute tonight. It is business.
Business? When you take my money, it's business, right? So as young people, I think it's important to know that business doesn't mean business.
I'm very careful about how I label people. I'm the type of person that I have to get to know you on most levels or your deepest level before I let you into my life.
I tell people, one, that my friend is somebody that I could pick up the phone and call 3 o'clock in the morning if your girl is driving up to the airport. Error, if someone is driving me to the airport.
Oh my God, you're gonna learn soon. Oh.
This year was supposed to be.
For instance, I went about 3 years giving my last to this friend. Let's call her Blanche.
So you did not call her Blanche.
Yes.
I know at the end of the day, you know, it's not going to be good for me if I allow myself every
get
single
sucked in.
comment to get to me and every single input to get to me, because I was like, nah, I kind of need to pull away, because that would have probably, I would have probably been in a position with like Jamisio was again, and that's not where I'm trying to be right now. I mean, it's a lot of us, it's a part of our journey, but I've been through that. I'm not trying to go
back there again.
So
Yeah.
protecting my space and protecting my own mental health doesn't mean that I don't care about what's happening around me or care about impacting the lives of other people. Because as you said, Ariane, you know, how can I pour from an empty jug? You know, I need to be able to, you know, as I always put it, I can't afford to be selfless if I haven't been selfish. I need to be able to invest so much in self that self is so strong that other selves can't impact it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Balancing the Bars, and we are absolutely excited because we had a giveaway, and if you're following us on social media at Balancing the Bars, you would have seen how exciting it was, and we're thankful to every single person who participated. So that means we have a surprise for you, and look girls, I can't wait for the surprise to be unveiled. This is going to be a very, very different episode, definitely.
Definitely. So as Dahlia said, we had a giveaway on our social media platforms, and we encourage persons to, you know, share their favorite episode, how it would have impacted them. Encourage others to follow us as well, and they did. And to reiterate what Dahlia said, thank you guys for participating. And today we have some of those persons who would have took part in the competition. So let's welcome them. And we have Tiffany Mambod. She is joining us from Canada. We have Narifa, we have Jared, we have Danica, and we have Juanita Bledman. Welcome to Balancing the Bars, everybody.
Hey!
You guys seem so shy, but it's such an honor to have you guys here. I'm going to start with Tiffany. You can introduce yourself. Just tell us where you're from, what you do, and we can get into the conversation.
Okay, so right now I'm based in South Florida, and I am a writer, and currently I am developing a book that explores the adversities of women that identify as a brown girl. So this includes both Caribbean and African American individuals. And I expect that to be published next summer of 2021. So this is my own personal project that has turned out and really blossomed, hence the title Blooming Through Adversity. It's really blossomed into something more, and I can't wait to see what fruits are developed from that. I am also really passionate about gender-based violence and women's social issues, so I feel my work reflects a lot of that as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And permit me to ask, you can share with the audience how has balancing the bars impacted your life, because I know you are one of our avid supporters. You would share, you would always give your feedback. So tell us, which one of the episodes were your favorite, and how has it shaped or impacted your life from since we started in September to now?
So it's really hard to choose. I've also been thinking about myself. I've really loved all of the episodes, but I think the one that stood out to me the most was where you guys were discussing body image and body shaming issues. It's something that I grew up around often, especially people from the Caribbean community. They think that things like you get fat or you put on a little weight is a greeting, and no, it's not. So when I heard you guys discuss that and share your stories, I really could resonate with feeling that way because I have been there personally many times. And so I just felt that because you guys were discussing it and having these conversations, which are much needed, it helps other people who can relate and who were in a place like that feel more empowered and better about themselves now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that was a favorite across the board.
And I can definitely relate to getting you're getting a fine girl as a greeting.
Ooh. Like I've been hearing it. Like you guys heard in that episode, I spoke a lot about the quarantine, fat, and all of that. And every time, like even I was chilling with my friends on Sunday, they're like, "But Jimmy, see, look at your legs, though. Look at your bum, see though." Right? And I was telling my mom the other day, like I feel like this quarantine was needed, because when you're around people all the time and they're like, you need to put on size, I feel like that's just negative energy.
And the size ain't coming.
Right? And it wasn't coming. So like the quarantine just blocked all that negative energy, and you know.
We know. We can see. You got Bella laughing in the corner like.
So next we're gonna go with Danica. Hi Danica, how are you doing?
Hi ladies, good afternoon. Hi everyone. It is a pleasure to be here.
And tell us
I am
about
doing
yourself,
quite
what
well.
you do.
I'm a multi-potentialite from Berbice, the quarantine to be exact. It is an honor to be an advocate for youths as well as for natural beauty. Thank you very much. I love to explore. I love to try different things, new things. I'm always in the process of learning because I believe that I cannot leave this life and die with regrets. That is not my intention at all. So I'm just basically somebody who loves life and goes at it as hard as I can.
Awesome. So tell us a bit about, balancing the bars. How has it impacted your life? Or how has it been for you watching it? Have you, because sometimes we listen to things, but we really don't apply the knowledge that, we hear or receive. So how has it been for you since you were introduced to balancing the bars?
Well, I'll be honest. I did watch the first episode, and then after a while, it became a norm for me to just share it without actually listening. And then the other day, actually, just the other night, I was going through a phase and I just wanted some positivity in my life. And then I remembered balancing the bars is there. Your girl binge watched everything. I watched back all the episodes, and that was just Sunday night. Everything. I stopped watching at about 7 in the morning, and then I went to sleep. I watched every single episode, and in every episode, I was posting about it because there was something from each episode that hit me, like it touched my core. And I must say, the friends, foes, and acquaintances, oh my lord, your girl has suddenly found another secret word, and that is the word friends. I definitely thought that I had a lot, but then as you guys delved into it, I realized that there are not many people I can call at 3 o'clock in the morning. There aren't more than three persons I can actually be calling at 3 o'clock in the morning. So why am I giving everybody the title of friend so easily? It's as simple as saying I love you nowadays, but I prefer to mean what I'm saying. And that definitely hit home for me. And when I talk about a true friend, I have to say that Keishel Jennings from Linden is a true friend, because sis got me on here, and I have to say I am so proud and so grateful for the opportunity. So big up yourself, Keishel, and you ladies. You guys bring in a different type of positivity. You're so grounded, and then the core values that you talk about. And Gavin Mendonca, oh my God, listen to me. When my friend admitted that he was broke, I felt it. My wallet felt it, okay? My life felt it. My friend admitted to being broke, and I'm like, I can say that. I can say that to people. I'm the honesty that creatives have is just mind blowing. And you girls have started a platform that I hope others really catch on to and realize that, you know what, we all are one, regardless of color, socioeconomic status, and our talents. Regardless, we are all human beings at the end of the day, and we're all messy masterpieces. And thank you for bringing that to the fore.
I love that.
I am not tearing up.
Honestly,
That was a
I feel
spoken
the tears
word.
coming.
I am not
Messy
tearing up.
masterpieces. I am tearing up, bro. Roll it back, roll it back.
Yeah. Thank
It's
you
a
so
makeup
much for
trick.
that. Thank you so much for sharing your truth, Danica.
Yeah.
And that is something we encourage here at Balancing the Bars, to be authentic, be candid, be raw, be real, share your truth. And thank you so much for joining us and for doing that. It was appreciated.
You made my girl extra happy
I'm
here.
sorry, guys. I'm emotional right now.
Shall we take a break? We will take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna continue with our special guest.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
So I feel like we have to be very careful about how we label people as copycats too, because knowledge is out there for everyone to use, and you have to know that as long as you're a part of a space, other people have the same access to the resources that you have access to, and they may want to use those tools as well. So not because Jane decides she's going to wear a green dress or decides that she wants to sell the same type of lip gloss that you're selling means that she's copying you. And I think that we need to develop a culture in Guyana where we're open to collaboration more than trying to fight each other down.
What you're saying reminds me of something that a mentor told me years ago. And she said that we were talking about developing characters for stage. And she was trying to explain to us that the reason why people will say good art comes from pain is more paradox than the pain itself. Because like, on a spiritual journey, you really appreciate the good parts of your life when you've been through a mess. If you understand where I'm coming from, right?
You know, pain is not something that we can do a scan or a test for. It is something that needs to be expressed, right? That's the only way we know somebody is having pain. And for sure, you find that it's something that can push art, because art is influenced by emotion, and emotion can be both positive or negative, and these are evoked from our experiences, right? And then we express it either verbally or non-verbally.
Youth leader, because usually when we have like to perform special songs and Sundays, you know, we will try to come up with our own pieces. And during that season, I shared one of the songs with the same friend who did the spoken word for me while I was out danging or recovering from a down. And
I was like, you remember the song that I shared with you? She's like, yeah. Hey guys, Jamie has a song. Sing it for them. And I did. And then a few weeks after, my youth leader was like, I don't know what place Jimmy C was in when she wrote that song, but I want her to get back. I was like, hello?
Welcome back, guys. I think before the break, we were all tearing up just a little bit. You don't necessarily understand the impact that you have until you hear persons telling you how much what you had to say resonated with them. And we are truly grateful that we were able to create such a platform that persons can relate to and we can share our stories and our own journey. Next, we're going to be hearing from Miss Winita Blenman, and she's going to be telling us a bit about herself and how balancing the bars has impacted her. Hi, Winita.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello, darling. She came with the energy.
All right. So first up, before I get into anything, I'm really, really proud of you girls. I mean, I know two of you personally, and I'm just like, it's just beautiful. So everyone, I'm so, so, so proud of you. I'm based in New Jersey, so I'm gonna say hello from the US. But your girl had to take a little vacation, so I'm in Barbados, away from COVID.
Ooh.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I'm home next week, so it's kind of short-lived. But yeah, so I'm an international model, and right now I'm in the process of being certified as a life coach. So listening to you guys, I feel like I have like three friends in my head telling me things that I need to know, and sometimes don't want to know because it's so raw and so real. And I'm like, fine, I'll just say it, or fine, I'll just like admit it. So thanks for being so like empowering and like inspiring. Definitely strong for sure, because all of this, if you guys do, takes a lot of courage. That's not like an easy peasy thing to do, and then you do it so like elegantly and like with poise. So that's really, really like beautiful to see. So thank you, thank you, thank you for doing this.
Thank you. All that good energy. Like, I'm so thankful that each and every one of you like just chose to comment under that post because it's all aligned. I'm so tingly inside.
She's definitely feeling the energy. Next, we're going to be hearing from Jared. Hi, Jared.
A lone male. Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I just want to say that I am so elated to be here because, when I first learned about balancing the bars, it was when I saw the page being created, and I know Ariane from secondary school, Dahlia, and I was like, you know what?
It's okay.
Dahlia is always doing something positive, so let me get on to this. And I have not regretted that decision. I enjoy this. Like, you three girls really add a spark to my weekend. Whenever I watch this show, I'm motivated and I'm inspired. And I am a educator by profession. And more specifically, I teach English language and literature. And I love literature a lot. So you find a lot of the times, a lot of things you guys talk about, and I can relate to, and I'm able to incorporate it in my literature lesson with my students. So let them become, aware to the things that are happening in society, and let them know as well that we have Guyanese talent doing extraordinary things.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, please stop crying. Narifa, my darling. Narifa, I think you may top the cake off. Please take it light on us because these girls' eyes red.
It's the eyelash weighing it down. The eyelashes are weighing.
How are you, Narifa?
I'm doing great this afternoon. How are you girls?
We're crying. Thank you so much for entering the competition. Please tell us more about yourself and what balancing the bar really shifted in your life.
So my name is Larissa Ali, and I just completed my studies at the University of Ghana, the Bachelor of Dental Surgery. So you can call me a dentist in waiting for UG to pull through with his graduation.
Girl.
So because of COVID, everything is at a standstill. So a apart from that, I started a hobby which turned into a small business recently. And my page is called faculties on Instagram. And what I do is that I cook food and I share my recipes with everyone. And the balance in the bars, well, I got to know about it from Dahlia from Instagram, and I started listening to the stuff you guys had going on, and I was like shocked. I was like, great, there are other people out there that's just as passionate as I am about talking about certain social issues and the topics that a lot of people shy away from. And I think that's amazing. I applaud you guys for doing that. So I relate to a lot of the videos, including the copycat culture, and that one in particular, because in Ghana it's a, I don't know, it's a big problem because I've seen a lot on social media with other small businesses attacking you know their counterparts on them stealing their ideas and and such. But I think the collab thing is great. Nobody's idea is completely original. They probably got it, from somewhere else, but your brand and you and your personality is what's going to make your business unique.
That is
That
so
is
true.
it.
That is so true.
Thank you for that.
Girl, you brought it home. We appreciate each and every
Thank you.
response. Like, oh my gosh. I don't want to talk anymore because I don't want to cry.
I guess, but another question that I would love to ask any one of you on the panel there, you have seen what we did in season 1. What is it that you're looking forward to from season 2 of Balancing the Bars? We can start with Bonita.
Okay, just have to unmute myself. So, what am I looking forward to? Me being a part as a guest, first off.
Okay,
that's what I'm looking forward to.
period.
I'm just kidding, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a lot more guys be a part of the
Jared is like
conversation, for sure. For sure. I feel like sometimes women get together and we definitely have a lot to say, and then guys kind of join us and we're like, oh wow, you actually know how to add to this. Like we think girls only talk about this, guys only talk about certain things, but I feel like definitely hearing the men talk, I was just like, okay, yeah. And about sensitive topics that most guys wouldn't want to like venture out into was really, really good. So I'm excited to see that. And I guess I'm just excited also to kind of see you girls like grow like in front of us. I mean, I had no idea that Abina was so closed off to everyone. Cause looking at it, you definitely look like you're like, I'm here to stay. I have everything to say. Right? So I'm happy that it definitely caused her to like blossom and just like get comfortable like with herself. It's very, very like beautiful to see. So definitely looking forward to growth, more men talking, and just like more fun, because this is fun to like look at. It's like fun, definitely not boring. So whatever you guys are doing behind there, keep it up, because
You really don't want to know what we be doing behind the scenes, sis. You don't want
Listen
to
to
know.
Jada Kingdom on repeat.
You don't want to know. But we'll keep doing it anyways. Jared, if you can tell us quickly, what is it that you're looking forward to from season 2?
So for season 2, I'm looking forward to definitely seeing more males being, part of the show,
Ding,
guests
ding.
hearing and sharing their perspective. Because indeed, I do believe that males have very much unique experiences and perspectives that would really add to the variety that this show has already. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing more segments doing different things. Seeing you girls probably going out, meeting people, and interacting with different businesses and just doing fun, creative things.
Awesome.
He read our minds.
He read our minds.
Definitely did.
Thank you for reminding us of some of our plans. Tiffany, quickly, can you tell us what it is that you might be looking forward to for season 2?
Sure. So you guys got to keep bringing the sauce because I really enjoy the sauce all the time. And I like that idea that Jared said about you guys going out doing fun and creative things involving small businesses. I would love to see how that would look on this platform. And I think just being yourself, you know, I already enjoy each of your personalities and the little unique things that you guys do add to the show. I think that's what keeps me entertained. So as long as I'm entertained, I'm fine.
Awesome. Narifa, just tell us quickly what is it that you might be looking forward to.
Probably talk about social issues and things that are happening in Guyana. Specifically, for example, gender-based violence, especially violence against women. You can talk about the prevalence of women being sexually assaulted, as well as toxic masculinity. And race and racism is a huge, huge problem in Guyana, and I can sit and talk about it all day. So I'd love if you guys can touch on that topic and talk about how we can coexist with each other, and how being different is what will make us unique and better, work better together.
Would love to have you on for that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. And finally, Danica, just quickly tell us what it is that you would love to see from season 2 of Balancing the Bars. Danica? All right, I think she's having some connection issues, but thank you guys so much for being a part of our competition, and thank you for being a part of our panel. You guys are so insightful. We felt as though it was really some,
Yeah, y'all write down, and Common was like, yes, this will hit them in the heart. Right to the feels, boop.
But thank you to Juanita, thank you Danica, Jared, Narifa, and Tiffany. And we're hoping to have some of you join us next season on the panel.
Yep.
So thank you so much, and continue doing the great things that each of you are doing. It's amazing, as we said, to support the people who support us. And so to Juanita, in your career as a life coach, as a model, continue doing that. Tiffany, all the best with your book. Jared, all the best with your lectures. And as well to Narifa in starting your small business. Kudos to you, and also to Danica. I think she's also on her way to launching her small business as well. So continue inspiring and using your platform equally to do something positive. Bye to you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. On that note, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to prepare to, share some of our experiences, thank who needs to be thanked, and bring the curtains down. Stay tuned. Men also face the issue of body positivity. Is not just limited to women. Let's say that.
6 feet and up and big feet.
Right, you see, off the bat, right? That's already an issue, because for women, it's, you can't tell me how to look. You can't tell me that I don't look good when I wear X, Y, Z. I don't care about your opinion. I dress for me. I dress for my girls. But you also stand there and say, oh, you less than 6 feet? You weren't even supposed to be talking to me. Oh, you don't work out 6 times a week? What you even doing in my inbox? And we never get the chance to say, well, you can't tell me how I'm supposed to look, because then it's, well, you gotta look like this if you want to attract the women.
I mean, I think, and that's the thing, there is an individual responsibility that is needed to really sort of, break out of these ideas, out of these molds and so on. But it's not to place the burden solely on that individual, because the way in which patriarchy operates, the way in which these ideas of, toxic masculinity, the way in which these socializations happen, there are multiple things happening at the same time. And so if you try to just approach it individually, it would almost feel as though you're swimming against a tide.
One of the challenges we face is that those issues are narrowly defined. For example, masculinity is narrowly defined. Respect is narrowly defined, or maybe even incorrectly defined. We don't understand respect. We don't understand what it means to be masculine. So we have these narrow definitions. And like was said earlier, men are under pressure to fit into these narrow boxes, these really small boxes that were created, and that is when it becomes toxic. All right, so one of the undue pressures, success. You know, a man should succeed at any cost, but what is success? And success, again, is narrowly defined. And so success means that, you know, you must have a large house and a nice car and a job that is worthy of admiration. And so men are fighting to fit into these boxes that very often don't fit who they are, don't fit their personalities, don't fit their purpose. And so so we have a lot of men who are dealing with this, you know, trying to fit into this mold which doesn't suit them, and there's a lot of anger and there's a lot of frustration and there are mental health issues.
Don't limit yourself. And now, like I said, it's a strange time, and I know now mental health is an issue, especially for creatives. You know, when March, April, I started to fall in a hole because I was like, I can't travel anymore. All my plans cancelled. All the money I invested in tickets to around the world gone down the drain. And I was like, well, what's my purpose in life now if I can't do these things anymore? But again, I started to go back within, and I realized that even if the world were to end tomorrow, or you can't travel anymore, I feel accomplished. I feel content with what I have done so far. And you always gotta be content with who you are, where you are right now, and what it is that you're doing. And the true key to success and to thrive is to be happy. And happiness comes from within. You can't get that from anywhere else. So if you want to thrive, just look within. Realize that you are already thriving. You exist. You're breathing oxygen, you're eating food, you are alive and well, and that's what thriving is.
In addition to the persons that support us online by commenting, liking, and sharing, we also have to say a special thank you to all our sponsors that have made Balancing the Bars possible. We have Guyana Rum Festival, Dalia Le Artista, Sax Makeup Artistry, Apro, Java Coffee Bar, special thanks to Evie, ASG Solutions, Hair Plus, Stash Merch Online, Pose and Pixels, who have been with us from the start. Thank you guys. We have MTech, Sites.gy, Studio 7, CoGrow, Flavor Unit Kitchen, Regal Designs, Tuva, Sugar Snaps GY, Hermanston Lodge, and finally, NCN. We express our profound gratitude for everything that you guys have done, for you believing in us and in our vision, and we do hope to continue working with you all for the new season to come. Girls, I think we heard a lot.
No, man, you just make her cry.
Oh my God, she's crying. She's crying.
Is the way that she said, oh my God.
It's okay.
It's just like, I felt you. We honestly didn't think that this would happen the way that it happened. And everybody, you know, energy is such a real thing. And to everybody watching, I know that sometimes you have a vision, you have a dream, and you really don't know how it's gonna happen. Just start. Just start. That's what I learned from you ladies. Just start, and it works out. It really does, especially when you're aligned, when your energies are aligned. And just because you've gone through a bad time or even done bad things or allowed bad energies around you, that doesn't mean that that's gonna be you for the rest of your life. And it's just like, wow.
And you know, honestly,
like, wow.
in being a giving gratitude to our sponsors, like, as I said earlier, this journey, it's yours as much as it's ours, because the challenges were a lot. They were quite a lot. And as I would mention, I'm a devoted Christian. I would say that God really showed up for us. And like, sometimes you see how things were orchestrated. Even from when we started, I remember Pose and Pixels. Danica, who is there on the call, she actually put me on to Delmar and Diana, and just to see the willingness of individuals to jump on board. And it's important when you have persons who see the vision. I love to tell you guys that you're not as equally passionate or more passionate about what I'm doing, then I don't want you to be a part of it, because it's important to have persons who will be able to write for you even when your energy would have decreased and you need that whip. Okay, it's time to go again, but then when you don't have the energy to go again, you have persons who can go for you until you're ready to come back up. And each and every one of the persons mentioned, and also our viewers and our listeners, you guys have really been there for us, to the technical team right here at NCN, to the young men here at NCN.
Always putting a smile on our faces, especially when I'm
Hold
hungry.
on. Hashtag summer body ladies.
Because guys, when you're filming or even like doing the makeup, you know, do makeup for two faces and then do your own makeup, it's like you get so hungry.
She's always hungry.
I love to eat. Ask me
Dahlia
where it's
cannot
going.
film properly
Where
once
it's
her
going.
belly is
Fed, yes.
once her belly is empty. And no, honestly, I do have such a deep appreciation and profound gratitude to these guys here at the National Communications Network. I really just want to say thank you to Lee, to Karen, to Trevor, to Eddie, to each and every one of you. Like, I'm really, really, really appreciative for you guys. And sometimes they would just sit us down and be like, you know, maybe this is what you can do to improve. And you know, Jamesia, this thing can go so far. Like, I don't think you guys know how far this thing can go.
Priceless.
And it's so important to have people like you guys in our corner. And we are grateful. And also to my supervisor, Miss Andrea Garner, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Season 2 is just around the corner. We will be back in 2020. And
2021.
there's 2021.
We're not repeating 2020.
2021. But there's a saying, if you can't leave, then you gotta leave so you could be able to come back. And we really, really want to bring the spice to you guys in 2021.
Yeah.
The ideas are grand.
It will happen. It will happen.
They're grand.
It will happen.
We promise you guys as well that our merchandise will be launching pretty soon, and we're hoping to have that in 2021. And we really want you to prepare to support that as well, because when you do that, you're not just supporting us, but there are other projects that we're personal projects that we're passionate about, that we would love for those funds to go towards. So just look out for our merchandise.
And we won't be gone. There's some surprises.
Stay tuned to our social media.
Yes. There'll be surprises.
Definitely. Stay tuned to our social media. We have the surprises coming. We will still be engaging with you all on our social media platforms. We're also, I think it's important to let you guys know that we're also on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and so on. So go over there sometimes, listen while you're cleaning, especially during the Christmas season, and leave reviews there as well. Not just on YouTube, leave the reviews on those audio platforms. And they help us grow as well. So final words, girls, before we bring the curtains down.
You know how much I love animated voices. Yo, pick up yourself. Like, honestly, I'm raw, and that's how I am. And thank you for accepting my personality. It's a lot, and
you're not a lot. Let me cut you right there.
No, it's a lot. The personality. And I'm thankful that, you know, even though you may not be like this, or you don't have people like this around you, the fact that you're open enough to accept 3 different personalities, and you see, you know what, it's okay for people to be different. I'm thankful for that. For every single viewer that presses play and hears us out and learns something, I'm thankful. Like, thank you. Really.
As Coffee said, gratitude is a must, and I'm toasting with my imaginary glass right now. But thank you guys so much for supporting us, continuing to watch, like, share, comment. Yes, I'm telling you what to do. But thank you guys, and we do hope we have your continued support for season 2. Stay tuned on our social medias, and as I personally say, continue to shine your lights. Whatever you're going through, know that you can do it, and you can always count on us to bring the sauce and to add and to add something positive to your life. So continue watching so we can all learn and grow together.
On that note, I want to say thank you to you girls. I'll always be indebted to you girls for believing in the vision, riding with the vision, and for us to just push out, working behind the scenes to really give of our best selves to our viewers and our listeners. I really want to thank you guys, family, friends, supporters near and far, who would give us our positive critique, how to improve. Thank you guys so much. And as I would say, your authenticity will intimidate some, and for others it might impress them, but be authentic anyway. And I believe that that's what we try to do here on Balancing the Bars. I want you guys to continue to watch, allow whatever it is that we're saying to resonate with you, even if it's from one episode, but not just listen, but apply the knowledge that you hear. On behalf of the Balancing the Bars team, thank you guys so much for supporting us. And remember, Balancing the Bars, continue watching us, because of Balancing the Bars is where the balance brings
peace.
Peace. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.